Have you just like experienced like a part of yourself that like is changing? Like you no longer want to be around the same crowd, or you no longer want to go to the club. Things that used to excite you doesn't excite you anymore. It's so crazy because I was wondering like what is going on. I thought that like maybe I could be depressed, or I don't think that I necessarily associated myself with like changing, right? But I've always knew that I would evolve in some kind of way. I didn't know exactly how that would feel. Today we're going to be talking about going through an ego death. It's shedding of identity, beliefs, and old patterns that once defined you. 10 signs on how you know that you're going through an ego death. And so the first one is your old life no longer feels like home. So essentially, what this could look like is you feel disconnected from people, places, or routines that once felt comforting. Sometimes that could be like a little hard because, if it's people that are really close to you and now you no longer want to hang out with them anymore, or when you do hang out, it's just kind of like, dang, I don't belong here. Trust me, I am going through the same thing. Like, I think that what you would have to do is just talk to them about, what you're going through and what you're experiencing because, I know that if it's people that are really close to you, sometimes that could really like hurt their feelings, that you no longer want to be a part of the same things that they do. But you don't have to feel bad about it. Give yourself some grace because you are evolving and you're expanding, and you just have to find people, new people that align with that vision of yours, align with that new you, the new version of yourself. Those people that you used to hang out with, they'll understand if they really love you. You might feel like you're watching yourself in old environments, like you no longer belong there. This discomfort is not regression, it's an invitation to moving forward. So, number two is you're letting go of attachments you once clung on to. I know that a lot of the time we get attached to things, especially if they mean a lot to us. That could be people, that could be things, like we just get attached, but we have to learn the law of detachment. We cannot get attached to anything on this earth because it is essentially not ours. It doesn't belong to us. If you are attached to those things, then that means that um your emotions, like it's attached to your emotions and your feelings, so now your emotions is driving you, and we don't want to be driven by our emotions. Don't attach yourself to those things. Oh, this is a good one. A sign to look for is you're less interested in being right, being liked, or performing for validation. Also, number three, emotional waves and internal turmoil. So during an ego death, the nervous system is recalibrating. Okay, you might cry for no reason, feel rage or deep sadness. I've just been really emotional and I just couldn't understand why. Like, why am I crying over a lot of different things, And it's because, like, I am grieving this old part of myself that once was, and now I have to surrender to this new version of myself. And it's kind of hard because it's like, who is this person? Like, who is she? And now I have to get to know this new me. And essentially, that could be really hard because if you've been the same person going through the same motions for so long, when you start to change and evolve, you have to relearn yourself all over again. So I know how hard that could be. And increased self-awareness and reflection. You start to question everything. Like, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. You start questioning your reactions, your motives, your conditioning. You see patterns in your behavior that were once invisible. Reflection becomes a natural habit, not forced. I am reflecting, and I just notice that I notice little things. Like, for example, I will, like, something will happen. And instead of me, like, just kind of letting it go, I kind of reflect back on it. Like, why did that happen? Or what could I have done differently? Or I responded differently to that. I do that all the time now. So number 5, time alone feels necessary, not lonely. So solitude becomes sacred. You crave quiet, reflection, nature, and less noise. This is the cocoon phase. So you're in the cocoon phase. You're not isolating, you're incubating, okay, like a beautiful butterfly. So number 6, you're losing interest in drama and chaos. When you're changing, when you're evolving, drama is like, I think that that's a distraction. So peace becomes more attractive than being right. I love my peace. That's all I want. And I think that's why a lot of the time I stay alone, because I'm just like, I'd rather have peace versus anyone. Okay, so I literally just had to switch my whole entire camera because I forgot that I have no more storage on my phone. Okay, anyways, let's continue with number 7. You question, oh wait, I don't even know if I introduced number 7. Identity crisis. So you question who you are without your job, your family dynamics, or past trauma. So you might feel lost or like nothing has meaning. This is ego death at its peak when identity is dissolving. Oh, I can't even talk. This isn't losing yourself, okay? You're not losing yourself. This is just shedding what is not you. Okay, so number 8, new desires emerge from a deeper place. All right, so you're called to purpose, meaning, and authenticity. You crave alignment over achievement. You do what feels great to you. You just have to train yourself. You got to reprogram everything. It's not very easy at all, but it's worth it if it's something that you really want to do. And I just wanted to be free. I just wanted a better life for myself and for my children, and to show them differently, you know? You want to create, serve, or express, not just survive. I don't want to just survive. I don't want to be in survival mode. Okay, that's not what I want to do. So I had to relearn the different things and teach my body that it is okay. We are fine. We are okay, because my body will just go into a shock. Sometimes I have to snap my fingers just to bring myself back down, to ground myself, because we can get caught up in our minds, and we could be so high up that sometimes we forget to bring it back down to ground level. We have to keep ourselves grounded. Bring yourself down, go touch grass, go touch dirt, go be on the floor, get as low as you can to the floor. Number 9, your relationships are shifting. Some people will drift away and others will show up unexpectedly. Letting go doesn't mean failure. It means your vibration has changed. So it's okay if people leave your life. It's okay if you leave people, because this new version of yourself just wants to feel more aligned with people and places that is in alignment to who you are. And number 10, the last one, okay? You realize you're not becoming, you're returning. This is who you've always been. You're just coming back to who you've always been. I've been programmed to feel safe in different ways, protect myself from, you know, anything that could hurt me. And I've learned all these things through life experiences. So it feels good to come back to who I once was a long time ago, before I had to protect myself from this world. I'm so happy that I'm coming back to her, you know, and I just want her to feel safe and just understand that we're okay. And I'm here, and I'm present, and I'm aware, and we will be fine. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening to me. If I was rambling, I apologize, but I really appreciate you for staying through this whole video if you've made it this far. If you have any questions or any advice for me, please put it down in the comments below. And also, if you like this video and you want to see more of my journey and what I've been learning, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.